Good evening, friends. In another 1 minute, we'll start the program. Somebody put a scratch on the screen by moving the mouse. Everyone can put a escape button so that it may go off. We will start at A402 as usual. Yeah. Once again, good evening to all of you. Today we are going to learn the management lessons from great Indian legends, Bharat Ratna K. Kamaraj. First, before going into the presentation, I would like to make it clear to all of you. I do not belong to any party, neither I support any party, any political parties. So I am a pure management person, looking all the political leaders or great leaders from management point of view and trying to get insights from their life stories and trying to find out what are the lessons we can learn from them, because these peoples were very close to us, close to our heart. So it is easy for us to get impressed with these people action rather than getting impressed by the international people. That is the whole purpose of doing this series of program. Okay. Mr. Kamraj, I am not talking about his earlier educations and all. He didn't, beyond 6th, he could not continue his school. Then he was more interested into politics. People want to keep him away from politics. They put him into his uncle's shop where he was selling textile items, but still he was not convinced. Later they tried to send him to Thiruvananthapuram and to work in a sawmill, but one of their relative, but he was also not very much interested in that type of job. So he came back to Virudhunagar, where he started his political career. From the age around 16 onwards, he was actively involved into various activities of Congress political party. Okay. And he was growing very popular because he was the person who was grown at Congress level, at Congress party level, from the lowermost cadre to the topmost position of Indian National Congress president also. In political, he was imprisoned many times, 3-4 times he was imprisoned by British government. He was in the jail for almost close to 9 years. But irrespective of that, he was very supporting for called Gandhi and Nehru and all other Congress leaders. So he was going and doing a lot of agitations, organizing it many places in and around Virudhunagar itself. Slowly he became very popular. 1937, he was contesting for the post of MLA at Sattur. So even before contesting the election also, he told that I am not contesting anyone. I am only applying for this position. So though nobody opposed him. So he got selected as MLA 2 times unopposed. Again, 1946, he became a MLA for that also. Then he became 1952, defeating G.D. Naidu, he became MLA. Again, 1954, defeating V.P. Kodandaramman, he became a MLA. So when he became MLA in 1954, till the time, he was very active, and by the time he came into state level politics. So here now what happened is, earlier Madras, people used to call it is a Madras state. Whatever you are seeing it in yellow color, it was a Madras state. So this, it includes some portion of Andhra, most of the Karnataka was included in the Madras state. So in that state itself, many people think that he became a kingmaker after making Lal Bahadur Shastri as the prime minister. No, even before that he became a kingmaker. In 1956, Rajaji fielded a candidate against Rajaji's candidate. Kamaraja has kept Omantur P. Ramasamy Reddyar as a prime minister candidate, and the candidate supported by Kamaraj got selected. Again, second time after he resigned, P.S. Kumarasamy Raja also he has nominated. Again, he got selected. Okay, so there was a two difference of opinion between Rajaji and Kamaraj, but they were very good friends. They had concepts wise, they were differing from their thoughts and method of working, but they don't have any personal enmity. In fact, if somebody is talking bad about Rajaji, Kamaraj used to get very wild on them and used to stop them. Okay, so again, after that, Raja Gopalachari became the chief minister, and this time what happened is 1953, he introduced a scheme. It is called, in Tamil people know that hereditary education policy. In Tamil people knows about it, Kula Kalvi Thittam. That means you have two sessions. First session will be regular course of elementary school, whatever teaching they will be doing. Second session, people have to go to their home and they have to learn the occupation of their parents. Suppose your father is a carpenter, he should learn carpentry. If father is a farmer, he should learn farming. That was the Kulakalvi Thittam brought by Rajagopalachari. Many people are opposed, and that was a strong agitation across. So it was forced Rajaji to resign from the post, and he resigned. Then no other go but to accept the chief ministership. Kamaraj took the chief ministership. Okay, so at this stage, when he took the chief minister, Congress party, after making Rajaji to withdraw, and they want to select a chief minister candidate. So from Rajaji's side, he has kept C. Subramaniam, and the name was proposed by Bhaktavachalam. Okay, and Kamarajar's side, Kamarajar is standing it, and again Kamarajar won the selection of people. It's around 93 votes. Okay, as against C. Subramaniam, who got around 41 votes. So what happens is, after election, after winning the election, after becoming the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, one remarkable thing he has done, it shows the true leadership. He inducted both Bhaktavachalam and C. Subramaniam into his ministry, and they have given him very good positions also. The positions of Bhaktavachalam and C. Subramaniam, you can see the portfolio. It is the most important portfolio he has given to the person who has contested against him, and also who has proposed his name. Both the people he inducted into that. One very great reform Kamarajar did was, he introduced Parameswaran. Earlier was also Mr. Parameswaran was a minister, but now he made a minister of Hindu religious endowments. What is the significance reform if you see it? Mr. Parameswaran, basically he is from the lower class family. So by making him as the head or the minister for Hindu religious and charitable endowment department, now he has to enter to all temple to inspect and do the things. Okay, so by bringing this reform, he broke the general faith of the people that lower class people should not be allowed inside the temple and all. So this is a great reform done by Kamaraj. Most important thing people knows about the moment when he say Kamaraj, then people will say that education. Education, people still say that because he has how many schools, most of the schools that time, it has flooded with so many schools because of Kamaraj. Kamaraj understood the importance of education, so he supported all the people to start. In fact, he has suggested to start a school with a single teacher itself, because some education has to be given. Once, when this was going on, he was traveling in a car and he happened to meet a boy on a field, and that boy was taking care of his cattle. Then he stopped that boy and asked him, why you are not going to the school? The boy was not knowing who is this person. He says that, if I go to school, who will take care of my food? Then he says that, okay, if I arrange for a food, will you come to the school? You going to arrange food for me in the school? He went off. That immediately the officials, they tried to nab the children. He told him, no, don't do it, because he is an eye opener for me. That this fellow, okay, do not know that I am a chief minister of Tamil Nadu. It is our inefficiency. Second, what he asked is a correct question. If we are asking him to come to school, what he is going to do for his food? So we have to work out. Immediately he came to Chennai, and at that time his education advisor was S.D. Sundaravadivelu. So he called him and told him that we have to find a way. Then he says that what to do? He says that education is possible, but giving food in the school, it is going to cost him. It was very, very meager amount at that point of time. And he's saying that, no, you find out a way and you have to give the food. How to do it, we will do it, but we have to give the food, then only we can attract students. Because many poor children are not studying. The only way to attract them to the school is offering the midday meal to all the people. Sundaravadivelu came with a proposal and he told that it is very difficult because the central government funding is not available. We have to manage with the state government funding itself. And then you won't believe it what Kamaraj told, that I don't mind even going and begging to all industrialists for getting the fund for this scheme. Definitely this scheme is going to be introduced. He introduced adamantly. And finally what happened is it has become so popular, including Nehru, who was the prime minister. He started telling that all other states started following it, and he appreciated it a lot. Later, when MGR converted it midday school as Sattunavu Thittam, he has told publicly in a meeting that my leader was Kamaraj. Because of him only, I increased the midday meal scheme into the Sattunavu Thittam. Okay. So what happens is, by bringing the student to the school, that's a root cause. Root cause elimination. That is the more point we have to look into the things. So if you see him, many activities, I'm going to tell few activities. Some of the things you may be knowing, some of the things you may not be knowing it. Some of his very close friend, he used to interact with everyone as if he's a very close friends only, because he doesn't have any hidden agenda at the back. So everyone will treat him as almost like his very close friend or brother or whatever it may be. At Kumbakonam, there was one Thevar. That Thevar, he came to Chennai after Kamaraj became chief minister, and he invited Kamaraj to attend to his daughter's wedding. Then he was simply shouting at him and saying that, as a chief minister, you want me to come for your daughter's wedding, and for this only I became a chief minister. I have so many work to do. I cannot come for these weddings and all. So don't expect me and all. He has blasted him and he went off. That fellow was very upset. What is this? Kamaraj is saying like this. I never expected that. He was my very close friend. I never expected that. I just invited him. He can say that I don't want to come. But what he says that, just because I am a chief minister, how you expect me to come and you are coming and inviting me and all, he is asking it. He felt very bad. He forgot that also. And he went and arranged all the things for this wedding. Exactly at that wedding point of time, just 10 minutes before the wedding, Kamaraj entered the hall. Everyone was astonished. The Devar was stunned. And he said that, you never told me. I told you, yes, I don't want, let us complete the wedding first. So wedding completed. After that, Devar came and told him that, oh, you didn't tell me, I might have arranged all the things. I didn't tell to you because if I tell you that I am coming, then because I am coming as a chief minister coming, you will look out for a bigger hall. You invite more people. Unnecessary expenses will increase to you, which I don't want to do it. So come, let's go and have a lunch. And he says, come and bless the couple. He says that, don't ask me to bless the couple because I am an unmarried fellow. You ask the blessings of the married people. I came here only for you and I attended the wedding. Now come and feed me. I will have my lunch and I'll proceed. See, this type of relationship, it will go a long way. Many of the leaders, if you see any successful leaders, they build relationship in such ways only, personal relationships. Innovative problem solving skills. This is a very good example. It is very interesting to listen. What happened is, and somebody very big shot, I don't want to name the people, people will find out whom they own. A very big shot in Dindikal district, he came and approached Kamraj and he wanted permission to start a mill, textile mill, and his hometown, which is around 60 kilometers from Dindikal. Kamaraja said that it is a long distance. How do you are going to manage and all? He said that I have a lot of money. I have a lot of land at that place, so I can convert it, no problem. Then he convinced him that, okay, I will take power from Dindikal. No need to erect the post and all the things. Then he sanctioned that. After sanctioning it, all the electricity boards and people came and asked him, sir, that mill is 60 kilometers away from here. It is our responsibility to bring the electric supply. So many posts we have to lay it, all these things. He said that is, don't worry. That fellow told that he will do it at his cost. You wait for some time. So he arranged everything and these people have to just hook up the connection. Then that time he called the electricity board people and told him he has erected the entire line post on all the area through which he is crossing around some 40, 50 villages. So now use the same post, give electricity connection to all the 40, 50 villages. That's the capability of the individual, innovative problem solving, giving electrification for the 30, 40 villages at somebody's cost. Okay, so that is a very good example of this. One more thing was, there was one, that time in Chennai, there was a college, there was a clash between college students and the bus conductor. Okay, and the conductor, he had holded that boy, and that boy got angry. So the college students are huge dharna, they were doing it. So they went and shouted and all the things. So he announced that, okay, I am suspending the conductor. The boys very happily dissolved and went to their places. Then the bus conductor came after 1.5 hours and he told, okay, where is your area? I am from Chengalpat. Okay. When the boys are doing, why you are having a clash with this? Unnecessarily, you should not create a problem with the students. Those people will create a problem for the entire city. Okay. So, sir, but you suspended me. And that is only for you and me. Don't worry. That's why if I say like that, only the people will go. Okay, where are you from? I am from Chengalpattu. Okay, you operate in Chengalpattu for another 10 days. So that the people will not know that, people will think that you are suspended in Chennai, whereas you are operating from Chengalpattu itself. So that is also another innovative problem solving skill of Kamaraj, handle the situation properly. People say that he is not educated. I will tell one very important thing which many people may not be knowing about it. He want to bring textile machineries to Coimbatore, lot of textile machineries. He was a person who brought cooperative textile mills, lot of things, for which he has to buy a lot of textile machines from Japan. So when the negotiation went off with the Japanese people, all these things were, he keep on reducing the price. And below that point, people say that beyond this, I cannot go. Okay, take it or leave it. That level it came. Then he stopped and fixed the price. Okay, let us assume that it is around 150 crore. So because it is for the cooperative, so many mills he is buying machinery from that. Say, let us assume that only for a ballpark figure, I am saying it, 150 crores. So 150 crores he fixed. And then he asked, okay, you need to give a commission because I am not the person who is going to use it. These people are going to place an order. Then the Japanese told, yes, we will give the commission. What is the amount of commission? He kept on increasing. You are giving very low commission. How it is possible for 150 crore business and all? He kept on increasing the commission value. So it went up to say around 2 crore, 3 crore or whatever it may be, or 5 crore. I don't even remember. I don't remember the correct picture. Okay, let us imagine that it is a 5 crore amount. 5 crore commission you have to pay to. Yes. No. Then after concluding that, he told that for that 5 crore also give me machineries or spares which will be used for this 150 crore worth of machines. So what happens is, here also he has used his intelligence to get the maximum out of the supplier by using both reducing the package price and also asking for commission. This is excellent because this example many people should learn. I do not know, many of the leaders should learn from a person like Kamraj. He respected all the IAS officers, or respected all the educational people. He respected every government servants. Okay, so there was one Mr. Pasupati, who was the IAS collector for Tirunelveli district. Okay, uh, there was a theatre inauguration. For this theatre inauguration, they have not completed wiring, but they want a license to be issued by the collector. Collector refused to give the license. Then the people got angry. They told, Kamaraj is going to come, Chief Minister Kamaraj is going to come for inauguration, and you are saying no for it. That time collectors were full freedom. Kamarajar never used to intervene and all. He said, okay, even if Kamaraj comes also, they have not followed the rule. I am not going to give the license. So you can go and tell to Kamaraj. Then some of the people who do chamchagiri for the Congress party. So that fellow, he went and he asked the collector, you have guts to face Kamaraj itself, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? And he says that Pasupati, the IAS collector replied, it seems, my dear friend, if I want to become a chief minister, I can quit my post now and I can contest in election. I can win election and I can become a chief minister of Tamil Nadu. But your Kamraj, even if he stand upside down, he can never become an IAS officer. That this fellow went and told to Kamraj. Then Kamraj told, exactly, I cannot even become a peon of a collector office, because for this you need to complete around 8th standard, it seems, that time. So I cannot even become the peon of a collector office. What he told is correct only. You have not done wiring and you expect him to give the license. Okay, what I'll do, since I came, I will cut the ribbon. Okay, but you will not run the theater. That assurance you have to give it to me. You complete the wiring, get the license, then only you will do it. Then he has inaugurated the theater. After that inauguration, he got into the car and told to the driver, go to the collector's bungalow. It was on a holiday, so collector was taking rest in the morning. He went to the collector's bungalow. That time collector was in his casual dress. He entered. The moment he expected Kamraj, he was thrilled. And he said, welcome, sir, welcome, you can be seated, and all the things he told. Then he asked, okay, he asked his collector's wife, I like coffee, can you get me one coffee? So she went and brought a coffee. Then the son was playing. So Kamrajar called his son, very young boy, maybe around 10, 12 years old. He holded him with very fond and told him, you should also become like your father, sincere, honest, high-level officer in an Indian government service. I wish you all this. Like that he has told, and told to the collector, what you have done is 100% right. Okay, you do not deviate. Because of you people, I am able to run a proper government. Like that he walked out. That's today you imagine what type of leaders we have and what type of leader he was. Okay. One more small example. He is not only to the collector. I will even tell one more instance. It happened in his personal life. He was crossing a railway gate. When he was crossing a railway gate, the railway gate was closed because the rail was expected to come. So the people, two of the people got down from his car and ran to that fellow and told him to open. And he told that he will not open because the rail is going to come. Then this fellow Kamraj called the fellows and told him to come back inside. And why you want me to die in the rail? I want to get it in an accident. Please keep quiet. They kept. After the train went, he opened the gate. He crossed the gate and he got down from the car and went to the railway keeper and he told the same words. Even President of India comes. Okay, he may be a president of India, but for this place, you are the boss and we all must respect you. So keep continuing to do the good things. Don't worry about anything. Like that he had told. So what happens is he is treating a highly educated person also in the same level. He is treating a Kalasi, that means a low-level worker of a railway department is also treating in the same level. This is very interesting incident. So many of you know about Nijalingappa, who was an ex-chief minister of Karnataka. Both are very close friends. Kamaraj and Nijalingappa were very close friends. So when he was traveling in a car, so along with Nijalingappa in Karnataka, at that time he happened to see one big lake. Then he asked him to stop the car. He got down from the car and looked at the lake, all the things. And he asked him, okay, what is the number of acres this lake is giving water? Then Nijalingappa told, I don't know. How many rivers are getting joining with this lake? I don't know. Then he asked him that how many times people or the farmers in and around this area will have a cultivation from this water, for which Nijalingappa said, I don't know. Nijalingappa cannot understand Tamil, whereas Thamaraj can talk in Tamil. That was Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan head was there, who was a translator. Okay, he was sitting and translating to Nijalingappa whatever Kamarajar said. Okay, all the questions, 5, 6, 7 questions he has asked, for which Nijalingappa said, I don't know. Then Kamarajar abused him so bad. Bad in the sense is, okay, I will tell you a bad Tamil name. It's called Mudevi. He says that Mudevi, if you do not know this also, how you can become a chief minister of Karnataka? I am asking basic questions about the lake and how many people are going to get benefited, how many farmers are there, how many acres of land is going to get, what is the capacity of the lake, all these things you don't know, all these things you are shouting. Then the translator did not translate that word Mudevi and translate all other things to Nijalingappa. Nijalingappa laughed and told, I know what Kamarajar addressed me also, because that is how Kamarajar addressed us very fondly whenever he is angry. I will not mistake. It is my mistake. I have not knowing about the details and I will correct it. Like that, that is the friendship Chief Minister of Karnataka and Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu had a relationship, personal relationship. And more than this, I'll give you one more example. When C. Subramaniam, he became the minister in Kamaraj cabinet. As you know, C. Subramaniam is a lawyer, okay, a very well educated person, highly regarded educated person, more than well educated, highly regarded educated person. So he was performing extremely well. In fact, he was there for 2 terms also. So again, people went and asked him, sir, you were a well respected, well educated, highly regarded, educated person. Don't you find difficulty in working with a person who is illiterate, who has only 6th standard? And Subramaniam told, okay, he may be 6th standard, okay, but I'll give you one incidence and you tell me whether I am capable or he is capable. For which he has given the example, okay, and from his own words, he was saying that one day Kamarajar asked CS, he was the finance minister then, so he has asked him, hey, what happened to Parambikulam Aliya Reservoir dam project? Then he told that our water secretary is talking to their water secretaries. Okay, when they are going to talk? Yeah, they will be talking now. They will be talking for some more days. They will come to a draft. What is draft? And he says that that is a protocol. Both side, the water secretaries will talk. After that, it will come to the chief secretaries. After that, it will be finalized by the irrigation ministers. Then the chief ministers will come. And he told they have 5 years. They have up to 58 years to work like this, whereas you and me will have only 5 years. You call Nambudiripat over phone. Then immediately he dialed Nambudiripat. And he took the phone and started blasting Nambudiripat left and right. We both were in the prison and we both were sitting and staring at the sky, looking for when we will get freedom for India. And we both suffered a lot. No, you are not giving all this. Like that, he was keep on shouting. For which Nambudiripat said, 1 minute, please. You have all rights to scold me, but tell me why you are scolding. Then he told, oh, you don't know what it is. You are that dam project, you are not giving water, it seems. When I said like that, that is what Nambudiripat answered. He said, no, it is not you, you were water secretary. Okay, Kamraj, you know about me. Okay, so You tell me what I have to do, I will simply do that. Then Kamraj told him, no, I have more trust on you. You write a draft and send the draft. I will sign it without reading the draft. And after that, after my signature, you can sign it. But I assure you, I will sign the draft without reading it, because you may be belonging to a different party, Communist Party, but we both are freedom fighters. Our both common goal is to develop India. Okay, so I have full trust and faith on my friend Namboodiripad, that he will not make mistakes, and he will give the due responsibility for the things he is supposed to do for sharing the water. If you are going to share the water, I am going to share the electricity. Like that he has told. Now, is he a great person, Namboodiripad? He says that, Kamraj, I know you. I am committing myself. I am writing a letter with a draft itself, okay, and I am signing it, sending it to you. Whatever terms and condition you want to add up, you add it also. I have full faith on you. Like that, he signed it and sent it. Once the cover came, Kamarajar called CS and told him that cover has come, just open. He opened the cover. Go to the last page. As I committed to my friend Namboodiripad, I will sign the last page towards acceptance of the draft set by him. After signing it, he asked him to read it. See what type of relationship he has built across India, not only Namboodiripad, not only Nijalingappa, Nehru, Shastri, Indira Gandhi, Morarji Desai. I will tell you, there was a plan called Kamaraj Plan. Okay, that Kamraj Plan, when he was introducing, what was the Kamraj Plan? 1964-65, Congress was losing the grip in India. So he has told Nehru that all the senior leaders should quit from the positions, okay, and get into party development. Okay, that was a Kamraj Plan. People call it as a K plan sometime, but it was a Kamraj Plan. 6 ministers, 6 chief ministers, 6 union ministers, 6 chief ministers agreed and they resigned. Similarly, Kamaraj also resigned. What? Because the proposal was given by him for this. Out of the 6 people, Lal Bahadur Shastri is one, Morarji Desai is one. So many big people were in the part of that. Okay, so that they wanted to develop the Congress party. So that is the sacrifice, they have done it for the people. This is a very interesting incident with respect to BHL project. BHL project at Trichy. Okay, when the people came, Kamaraj was in Delhi, so he sent the team and told the people to go and visit the thing. The team visited and he called up RV. RV is R. Venkatraman. That time he is the Industries Minister of Tamil Nadu. So he called RV and told him that BHL people are coming. Please take care of them. Show them whatever land you wanted and arrange them. They are asking for 1,000 acres. You arrange them the acres of land. And BHL conditions were that such team conditions were different. They were saying that they want to have very good water availability, and the electricity should be continuously available. It should be near to the airport, and it should be near to the railway station, and all at the lowest possible price. So RV showed few places. They didn't agree because neither it was not meeting one of the other standards and all. Then RV called up our Kamaraj and told him, oh, these people are saying like this, they are going to leave. He said, don't hold them for a day and I will there tomorrow. So next day Kamaraj came and he told that, okay, I will take you to Thiruvarambur. They took him in that car. They went to Thiruvarambur, okay, and showed Thiruvarambur. While the car travel, he has told, it seems, I don't know, I have not studied, I don't know geography, but I know what are the places are in Tamil Nadu, what are the rivers are there in Tamil Nadu, what are the places which is not used, which is farmlands, which is non-farmlands, which can be utilized for something else. Everything I know it. But only thing, I have not studied geography. See, there is no need to know geography to identify a place like Thiruvarambur, which was a barren land, correct? And after seeing it, they told all 4 conditions are met. but water is not available. He told that you have water nearby Kaveri, you can bring it in pipe and I will be responsible for bringing the pipe water to whatever requirements. And they told that we will take it up. Then he told, don't take it 1,000 acres, you take 3,000 acres. This 3,000 acres, BHLS took it. Today you can see what a visionary he was. You name any big projects in Tamil Nadu, NLC, okay, or you take about Kalpakam, atomic. You name any of the big projects, most of the projects are dams, are industrial estates, Gindi industrial estate, Ambattur industrial, you name Coimbatore industrial estate, so many things, everywhere, it all came in Kamaraj period. So what happens is he has thought, he's a great visionary, and the vision was, maybe he's not formally educated, but I think it is because of that he has a good capability of using common sense. Many times educations will kill us. This is very good importance and very excellent, innovative and solution. He will find solutions for every problem. As you all know, India-China war 1962, we lost the war. We lost the war. Nehru was very upset. We lost the war, and Chinese won the war. Okay, and Kamarajar went to see Nehru. Nehru was very upset, and he was sitting very depressed mood. Then he asked him, "Why are you so depressed?" And he told that because you know that we didn't have the necessary ammunition and arms because of the thing we failed with China. We lost the China war. So, but China is likely to bounce back. Before that, I would like to buy a lot of weapons from America. But if I want to buy weapons from America, America is ready to give it, but they want a bank guarantee that after the weapons come here, we will transfer the money and all. So that bank guarantee they are asking. So they are not accepting any of the Indian banks. Then foreign banks are not ready to give bank guarantee for us. Then he was saying that I do not know what to do. Now I need to get the ammunition. No foreign bank is ready to give a bank guarantee for us, like that. Maybe that time the bank guarantee terms may be different. Okay. Kamaraj just thought for a fraction of a moment. Immediately he told in Tamil, because he can talk in Tamil, he can understand Hindi, he can understand English, okay, but he cannot talk fluently in Hindi and all. But Nehru also can understand whatever Kamaraj says in Tamil also. And he asked him, "Avankada edavudhu inga irukka?" That means, do that Americans have any shop in here? Then he told, we don't have any shop, but any institutions. And he told, yes, American Express Bank is there. Then he told him, close that bank, cancel that license. Then Nehru told, what is this? How we can close a multinational bank? And if you close, it will create a havoc in the entire world. Bullshit. If that fellow is not going to support it, what is the point in having that fellow in India? Close that bank, remove that license. Then after deep thought, Nehru discussed with Kamaraj. Kamaraj told him, you put this condition, automatically that fellow will fall in your feet. Exactly like what Kamaraj told, they just passed a resolution. We are going to cancel American Express Bank's license to operate in India. The news went within 24 hours. American Express Bank opened a bank guarantee and assured, and the weapons were moved from America to India. That's a great capability of Kamaraj. As you all know that after the death of Nehru, he brought Lal Bahadur Shastri. Okay, many people thought that he will bring Morarji Desai because Morarji Desai was senior than Lal Bahadur Shastri, but he had some different opinion about Morarji Desai. Morarji Desai is very adamant, so he was sticking to his points very firmly. So Kamaraj preferred Shastri will be a better. So he brought Shastri. He is much younger comparing to Morarji Desai. He brought him as a next prime minister. Again, after Shastri death at Russia, Kamaraj proposed Indira Gandhi instead of giving to Morarji Desai. Again proposed Indira Gandhi and made Indira Gandhi as a prime minister. Okay, later Indira Gandhi ditched Kamaraj, and Kamaraj has to move out of the party. Indira Gandhi announced emergency. So many things that happened. Okay, and they separated. But Indira Gandhi had a very fatherly affection towards Kamaraj. Kamaraj also had a very good daughter affection towards Indira. But even though he liked Indira Gandhi, he didn't go with Indira Gandhi, and he was with the elders. It is called Indian National Congress Organization, INCO they call. It was a vertical split in the organization. And most of the time, if you see, when Kamaraj, such a huge personality, he traveled across the globe, including Russia, many countries in Russia, the Soviet Russia at that time. He has visited in the same dress only, no coats. R. Venkatraman used to go and tell him that how you can go to these places without, because it's heavy cold and all. He said that I will manage. He traveled without, he has never wore a coat. Maximum extreme cold condition, he will have a shawl on top of it. That's all. Okay. So that is how it has happened like that. Okay. Then, if you see him, even though Nehru was a prime minister, okay, Kamaraj was not a prime minister, but still the respect Nehru used to give it to Kamaraj was much more higher. You see him now, Nehru is walking as if Kamaraj is the main personality and Nehru is explaining things along with C. Subramaniam and others. Okay, like that this is going on. So he had a very great respect for all people, and he got respect from all the people across India. That's very important. Even though he cannot talk in Hindi, he cannot talk in English, okay, he is not formally educated, because of his common sense, because of his love for his people, he made a huge difference in that. Okay. One very good example about Kamaraj, okay, innovative thinking. Again, anything you say, is a strategist. I can summarize in last what are the points. Decision making is very fast. That is impossible by many of the people. Earlier time, they used to have a chief minister quota for medical seats. Okay. So the chief secretary came and he told that, so there are 40 applications for chief minister quota. You can select 5 people out of it. As per your protocol, you can select 5 people, no questions asked. Those 5 people will be admitted into the medical college on a free education. And the file will be there. You can read it and you can decide it. Okay. But he later picked up reading. He has read Periya Puranam, he has read Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, all these things he read it also. So what happened is he gone through the file, and within 15 minutes he called that chief secretary. Yeah, I cleared the file. These 5 names, you send the appointment letter. The chief secretary was stunned. So 40 applications, going through that 40 applications, selecting this 5 name is very difficult. How you selected so fast? Very simple. The father's name, no, the candidate name will be there. His signature will be there. Below that, father's signature. Wherever I see a thumb impression instead of signature, that candidate I selected him to study medical. So what he wanted, medical seat was not imaginable for a person whose father is uneducated. But Kamarajar made that person's dream to come true and gave the medical education free for them. This is a very, once he went to Orissa when he was a Congress president, okay, and he went Bhubaneswar. He was talking to many people, and finally he went and talked also. And he knows he cannot talk in broken Hindi, he cannot talk in broken English, so he talked in Tamil. Okay, for 15 minutes he talked, but none of the Oriya people can understand Tamil. But after this 15 minutes, there was a huge applause. There was a huge applause across the people. Then some of the reporter, Orissa reporter, asked some of the old men in the group, saying that you cannot understand what he taught, but why you are applauding? That old man replied, we know that we cannot understand, but we know one of our person is talking. That means a person like us is talking. So we are applauding for that. That means that is the simplicity. That's the reason he is respected across India. Okay. So if you summarize, okay, he was the most intelligent chief minister. I will rate him better than any other chief ministers so far we have it also. He was the most intelligent chief minister who did not have any formal education. Okay. Reforms, very bold, and he always people oriented. He never cares about what is the, and he is very bold in implementing. Imagine implementing, bringing Parameshwaran as the endowment minister and compelling the people to allow him into the temple. Because that time there was a people who are against Dalit and all the things, people are not allowed inside the temple and all. He could be able to overcome that very fast. Okay. And if you see it, he was a great strategist. Industrial development. During his period, India and Tamil Nadu became second in the India on industries. Education, the growth was phenomenal. Education literacy rate has gone from 8.1 to 34, 35. It's a huge jump within the period of Kamarajar period. Now, I don't want to tell a lot because if you see every industrial estate, you name any of the big industrial, old industrial estate, everything brought by him. All big industries brought by Kamaraj. Okay. And he has focused many dams, many reservoirs, many what do you call hydro reservoirs. All these things are brought by Kamaraj. Hindustan teleprinters, everything. Many you bring in many public sector units came to Tamil Nadu because of Kamaraj, because he had a very good relationship. And always you will find the root cause elimination. You find out what is the root cause and eliminating the root cause of the problem. Like understood, the people are not coming to school because they don't have food. They don't have money to buy food. I will provide that food so that the people will come for education. See, a chief minister at his level, he said to Sundaravadi Velu, if we don't have fund to fund this scheme, I don't mind going and begging. Exact word he has told. That's a great leadership qualities. Building relationships. He is excellent in building relationships. He never say no to anyone. He never say no to anyone. He will say, Agatum Parkalam. He will simply say that Agatum Parkalam. So neither he is agreeing nor he is disagreeing. He will be keep on saying it, whatever you want to say it, you can say, but whatever I want to do it, he will do. And his friendship across the political parties. I already told about Nambudiri Party, correct? He is a Communist Party. In Tamil Nadu, he had a great friend called Jiva. Okay, there was a school at near Tambaram, that's Hawaii school. That inauguration, they invited Kamaraj. Kamarajar went that side, and that time he stopped the car near Tambaram. He told Kamarajar, "Oh, Jiva is somewhere here only. I will go and meet him." He went to meet Jiva. Jiva was living in a hut. You have to read about Jiva and all other people, how all the great leaders. We need not talk about Indian leaders. We can talk about Tamil Nadu leaders itself first. If you see that, no, and he was living in a hut, okay, and he went and told him that, okay, come with me. He told, no, 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 you go. Where are you going? He told, this is Hawaii school. They called me to for inauguration. Oh, the foundation stone was laid by me. Then he said, in that case, they should have united you also. Yeah, but I cannot come. He said, no, 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 you are coming. I'm going to wait here. He said, don't wait. You go in another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I will come. So he went. After 30 minutes, Jiva went to that place. He told him, you should have come with me in the car itself. Oh, you came after 20 minutes. For which Jiva has replied, I had only one dhoti, and that dhoti I washed it and kept it for drying. I was waiting for the dhoti to get dried so that I can come. See, that is the level of a national leader. Jiva was no more a small leader. Even Gandhi used to appreciate Jiva. When Kamaraj died, how many of you know about? He had only 4 sets of dress, 2 sets of chappals, and 130 rupees in his amount. Nothing else. The house has gone to that place who was holding that house. Car gifted by TVS, went back to TVS. Later, Shivaji and other people bought it and gifted for Kamarajar Memorial Hall. And his entire life, history took into his life. So nothing is left out with Kamaraj. Okay? Such a great personality. It's very, very difficult to get a person like that. He never wanted to be a leader. That's the reason in Omandurar, when he wanted to make him as a chief minister, he could have become, he don't want to become. So he pushed Omandurar. After that, P.S. Kumarasamy Raja, again he sent him. But both the people could not meet it. Then we no other option but to came for he became a chief minister. And after that, okay, again, after 10 years, again what happened is he went and who is people say that Rajaji was his again opponent. He went and negotiated with Rajaji and asked Rajaji to become the chief minister again. Rajaji became a chief minister again after 10 years because of Kamarajar. Okay. So like that he never wanted to become a leader. The people forced him to become a leader. That's the reason the people accepted him as the National Congress president also. So he has the ability to inspire, ignite of millions of people even today. Many people say that even if somebody heard about, somebody studies about real history of Kamaraj, okay, he will be stunned to know such a person existed. Forget about believing it. Such a person existed as a chief minister. One small example, his wife, he doesn't have a wife. His mother she was very old lady. So when R. Venkatraman visited, R. Venkatraman, whenever he visits down south Virudhunagar, he will go because R. Venkatraman called her also as mother. So he went and visited. That time he told very hot summer, she was using a hand fan and there was no air and all. So Venkatraman arranged for the one table fan and he put the table fan and he told that you just connect it, you will get what you call air will come. That time he told that okay, he told that my son is sending 120 rupees, so ask him to send another 30 rupees because many people are coming to see me just because I am Kamaraj's mother. I have to give them some cold drinks and all, so that I need to spend a little bit more, so I need another 30 rupees. When Venkatraman went and told this, he told that no, don't. We should not give it. The people are, whenever anybody comes to my home, I don't feed them at all. And many times, I'm not joking it, Kamarajar never used to entertain any guest at his house because he says that I am a public servant. This money cannot be used for my personal, and anybody is coming here cannot take food here. Once it happened, okay, because he had an excellent relationship with all the news readers, reporters, not news readers, all the reporters. Every day he used to meet reporters. He will have interaction because that is the way he get information across Tamil Nadu. That time he used to interact. One day the people, all the news reporters decided, no, we would like to have coffee at your home. We are not going to live without having a coffee. And he called his assistant Vairava. Vairava is a person who takes care of him for the food and all the things. He told him that, okay, arrange coffee for all of them. Just because we are giving coffee to these people, I will not take coffee or we both will not take coffee for next 10 days to compensate the expenses what we have done today. So that's a great personality of Kamaraj. Okay. This is the third time when he formed a ministry. This is a list of ministers. So thank you. With this, I end up my presentation. Thank you very much. And it is really inspiring to talk about Kamaraj. You can talk for a longer time. But now we will close it and we get into, in case any doubts and question answers, we can go for it. And whoever want to ask questions, you can raise your hand. The host will unmute you. Yeah, Mr. Venkatesh, you can unmute Mr. Venkatesh. Yes, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Subhashri?
Uh, so I'm Jayashree.
Yeah, Jayashree, very good.
My question is that even by not continuing schooling after grade 6 and not knowing much about geography, how did Kamaraj like know about the quality and like how the land was?
Yeah. See, the thing is, there are two type of education. One type of education is formal education. Geography is like what you study in your classrooms and your teacher talk about what is the different types of land, different type of things and all. He was not a literate person. He was only sixth standard. When he was studying sixth standard, his father passed away. So he did not have money to pay for his school. That is the reason he was dropped out from the school. But many people, if you see, the people who have come out of the school because of their general experience and exposure, okay, they learn what are the things are needed. Like many of the farmers, if you see some of your great grandfathers and all, they may not be like educated like you. They may not be knowing things about you. Even when you take me at your age, I am seeing, I am very happy, JSP. At your age, you are attending my programs regularly. At your age, I never attended any such program. I don't even know such programs will help me to improve my knowledge. Okay, that's the greatness of you. But what I'm trying to say is, people learn many things through their experience itself. So that is how he learned all the position of land, cultivatable land, non-cultivatable land, where the water resources, how the slope and where the water flows from which place to that place. All these things by common sense. Earlier time, no, we didn't have anything. When Raja Solan or Karigal Cholan, when the people talked about, they don't know anything about the geography, what we talk of geography. They know much better than that. They know common sense. Hope I clarified, JSV. Have I clarified, Jayashree? Hello, I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Selraj, you can.
Yes, sir. Very good evening, sir. It's a wonderful presentation today regarding the great Kamaraj. Really, as I am from DHL, I want to share some of the thoughts about him. He is a god of us, we can say. Whatever, more than 10,000 employees in the families, and indirectly some industries, more than 500 industries, 30,000 employees, direct employees, 2 to 3 lakhs people indirectly got benefited, and he made Trichy one of the industries because of him. That's what just this time I want to just tell about his. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Really, really, it is a God for all of us, not only for Trichy.
Particularly, he's got us because
Yes,
they are
yes.
all grown academically because of him only.
Yeah. Most of us. See, if Kamaraj has not brought that education system, they have not told the importance of education, many of us may not have studied, including me. Okay. So many of us may not have studied. Today, more than 85% of in Tamil Nadu population studied because of Kamaraj. So if anyone says that I have come up in my life without Kamaraj, and he is simply bluffing only. Yes, sir, Mr. Tanu Iyer. Yes, sir.
What a pleasure to hear about the great political leader Kamaraj, who was a true Indian. He had the nation at heart. This artificial education is not important. He had qualities how to deal with people, and he was surrounded by people who knew, who could advise him. The most important thing is all of us, or most of us, want to be praised and said, you are doing right, you are doing this. But he never expected that. He was always looking at the people's interest and take that to heart. That the divine grace was there to guide him in the right way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very well said, sir. Correct what you're saying. Many times, especially all of us just because we are in Tamil Nadu and we are little black comparing to anybody else, we will have inferiority complex. And when we have inferiority complex, what will happen is, we will not, when we are not educated, we will not keep a fellow little above educated than us along with us. Whereas you see Kamaraj, he has kept all the stalwarts, all the fellows who are the ministers are equally chief minister level capabilities. CS, you can type, R. Venkatraman, who became later president of India. Then you can Bhaktavachalam. He later became the chief minister also. So those people, he kept him and he worked with them. That makes a huge difference as a great leader, sir. Thank you very much for your remarks, sir. Mr. Girish Selvaraj, please.
சார் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் சார், சொல்லுங்க.
சார் சென்னையில வந்து ஆக்சுவலா நான் காஞ்சிபுரம் சார் வாட்டர் பியூரிஃபை பண்றேன். சென்னையில வந்து நான் ஒரு கார்பரேட் ட்ரைனர் படிக்கணும் போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு வந்து இந்த தண்ணியை பத்தி ஒரு அவேர்னஸ் கொடுக்கணும்னு ரொம்ப ஆசை சார். அதையும் சென்னை பீப்புளுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா பண்ணணும்ட்டு வந்து பண்ணோம் சார். வெஸ்டர்ன் கல்ச்சர் அகாடமில வந்து பேசுறாங்க, எல்லாருமே இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறாங்க இன்ட்ரோ செமினார்ல, நான் மட்டும் தமிழ்ல பேசுறேன். சென்னையில என்ன நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, தண்ணின்றது உங்களுக்கு தெரியல, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வீராணமோ இல்ல ஒரு ஆந்திராவில இருந்து உங்களுக்கு தண்ணி வர வச்சு கொடுக்குறாங்க, ஆனா நீங்க வந்து தண்ணி வந்து முறையா வந்து ரெயின் வாட்டர் ஹார்வெஸ்டிங் பண்றது இல்ல, ப்ராப்பரா யூஸ் பண்றது இல்ல. அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணும்போது இதெல்லாம் பேசிட்டு நான் வந்து வெளியே வந்துட்டேன் சார். அப்போ வந்து ஒரு ரஷ்யன் பொண்ணு வந்து என்கிட்ட வந்து பேசுறாங்க. அவங்க வந்து எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஹேண்ட் ஷேக் பண்ணி கொடுக்குறாங்க. நான் சொன்னேன், நான் தமிழ்ல தானே, ஐ ஸ்போக் ஒன்லி இன் தமிழ், இங்கிலீஷ் தமிழ் ஒன்ல, ஹவ் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்னா சம்திங் யூ கனெக்டட் எமோஷனலி அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க சார். நீங்க வந்து ஒரிசால வந்து காமராஜர் பேசுறோடனே நான் அதை தான் ரிலேட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். நான் நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச லாங்குவேஜ்ல வந்து we have to communicate properly அப்படின்றது தான் நான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேன்.
கரெக்ட்.
இன்னைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் வந்து இந்த ரெயின் வாட்டர் ஹார்வெஸ்டிங் வந்து ஒரு வீட்லயும் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும். எப்படி நம்ம பணங்காசு சம்பாதிக்கிறோமோ தண்ணின்றது நம்மளால மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ண முடியாது. நமக்கு ஒரு நல்ல ரெயின்ஃபால் தான் இருக்கு. 2 மான்சூன் கிட்டத்தட்ட 1200 மில்லிமீட்டர் மழை பெய்யுது. வெறும் 450 mm பெய்யற இஸ்ரேல்ல வந்து தண்ணீர் அடைகிறாங்க. ஆனா நாம பார்த்தா தண்ணி இல்லன்றோம். கிட்டத்தட்ட 1000 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் இருக்கிற வீடுன்னு பார்த்தாலுமே கிட்டத்தட்ட 1,20,000 லிட்டர் சேவ் பண்ணலாம் சார். ஒரு 20% வேஸ்டேஜ்னா கூட கிட்டத்தட்ட 96,000 லிட்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப் வாட்டர் சேவ் பண்ணலாம். ஒரு வீடுன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஆவரேஜா 500 லிட்டர் பெர் டே சார். இந்த மாதிரி நாம எந்த ஒரு விஷயமே செய்யாம இன்னொருத்தரை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்கிறது தான் சார் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்குது. கண்டிப்பா வந்து இது வந்து ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் பண்ணாங்க ஏடிஎம்கே. இதை கண்டிப்பா வந்து நான் வந்து எந்த பொலிட்டிக்கல் பார்ட்டியை நான் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணல. பட் எந்த ஒரு கவர்மெண்ட் நல்ல விஷயம் செஞ்சாலும் we have to take it in a right spirit and வந்து நம்ம we have to continue சார்.
அதுதாங்க, இது நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட் செல்வராஜ். இது எல்லாருமே வந்து சொசைட்டி மாறணும். our society has to change, our society has to think about it. Okay, so converting it, creating a rainwater harvesting. So for that people get educated. Okay, so it will happen, don't worry, it will happen slowly, it will happen, it is happening. Thank you Giri Selvaraj.
நீங்க கூட பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய செமினார் வந்து இதை பாத்தீங்கன்னா நாங்க பணம் கட்டி கத்துக்கிறத விட you are giving more knowledge sir. கண்டிப்பா I am very much impressed. கண்டிப்பா ஒரு தடவை உங்ககிட்ட பணம் கட்டி நான் ஒரு தடவை ட்ரைனிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணோம். பட் நிறைய கத்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கேன், நிறைய இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ண வேண்டிய விஷயங்களும் நிறைய இருக்கு. அதனால கண்டிப்பா ஐ வில் ஜாயின் வித் யூ.
இல்ல நீங்க என்னோட சஜஷன் எப்போதுமே என்னங்க, அதான் நான் சொல்றேங்க, நீ எத்தனை பேர் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணாலுமே நீங்க இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. தட் இஸ் மோர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஓகே, மேக்கிங் மணி ஐ ஹவ் ஆல்ரெடி கிராஸ் தட் லிமிட். ஓகே, எனக்கு வந்து மேக்கிங் மணி, பட் OIM some programs I am only one program in a week I am doing a chargeable program. எதனால பண்றேன் அப்படின்னாக்க it has to spend 3.5 hours or 4.5 hours. நித்தியம் ப்ரோக்ராம் ஒன்று முடிஞ்சிச்சு, 4.5 hours. When I spend, I want the people to understand the importance of spending it. So that is the reason I make it chargeable. Anyway, நீங்க வந்து முதல்ல நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட். Whatever I am teaching it, okay, the quality will remain same wherever it is. So முதல்ல அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க, then you can see about it. Okay,
நீங்க பேசும்போதே தெரியுது சார் உங்களுடைய அந்த விஷன் வந்து நீங்க பணம் சம்பாரிச்சிட்டீங்க. அது வேணாலும் நீங்க சொல்ற விதத்திலே எனக்கு தெரியுது. நீங்க வந்து கண்டிப்பா யூ ஆர் டூயிங் சம்திங் ஃபார் தி சொசைட்டி. அது வந்து உங்களுடைய எமோஷனலா நீங்க நிறைய பேசுறீங்க. பட் அந்த கனெக்ஷன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு நான் உணர்றேன் சார். அது தேங்க்யூ சார்.
நன்றி நன்றி நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Ilangon Nannan from Singapore. Mr. Ilangovan, yes.
வணக்கம், ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
கிரேட் லீடர். நான் சின்ன குழந்தையில பாத்திருக்கேன், ஒரே ஒரு கூட பாத்திருக்கேன்.
ஓகே.
ஊருக்கெல்லாம் வருவாரு, தர தரன்னு ஷர்ட் போட்டுட்டு. ஒரு கிரேட், ஒரு கரிஸ்மாட்டிக். பார்த்தோன்னே தெரியும், அப்படியே ஒரு மாதிரி கருப்பு, அப்படியே உடம்பு, வெள்ளை ஷர்ட்டு. பார்த்தோன்னே நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு ஒரு மேக்னெட்டிக் ஒரு ஒரு இது இருக்கும், ஒரு ஃபீல் இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு உருவம் அவரு. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் இனிமேல்லாம் பார்க்க முடியாது நம்மலாம்.
கரெக்ட்.
கிரேட் விஷயம். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த டெடிகேஷன் இட் ஆல் கேம். அவர் ஒன்னும் எம்பிஏ படிக்கல, அதெல்லாம் படிக்கல, ஸ்கூலுக்கு போகல. பட் அண்டர்ஸ்டுட் எவ்ரிதிங், யூ நோ. நேஷனல் லெவல்ல he had so much influence.
Yes.
Because of his dedication and people oriented, you know, policies.
Yes.
Somehow it did not work. அவர் இன்னும் ஒரு 10 வருஷம் இருந்திருந்தாருன்னா, பொலிட்டிக்கல் இதுல நல்ல பொசிஷன் இருந்தாருன்னா, தமிழ்நாடோட தலையெழுத்து வேற மாதிரி போயிருக்கலாம்.
Exactly. What you are saying correct. What happened is, when Kamaraj told the Kamaraj plan to all the people, and to be as example of that, he quit his post. Immediately Periyar, E.V. Ramasamy Periyar, no, he was a very close friend of Kamaraj. He told it is a suicide of Congress party in Tamil. If you are quitting your chief minister, it is a suicide of Tamil Nadu Congress party. Exactly, it happened. Whatever Periyar told, it happened. After that, Congress could never come into the power. He told, Periyar has told, it is a suicide for Congress party if you are quitting the power. But Kamaraj was sticking to his plan because he don't want to be because he was feeling it when Anna becoming popular. 53 MLAs he got it in the first election contested. Then he says that Congress is losing grounds. We have to develop the Congress. So everyone has to come. When he wanted to develop the Congress, he said that I should be the example. I should quit the post. Like that, he quit.
It's a great mistake by Tamilians defeating him in the election.
That was against Congress party, because who was a law college student. He was a law college student, Srinivasan, who was contesting on DMK seat. And that is the reason he was very happy. And he was saying that people went and told him that he got defeated. He said, I'm very happy because now I know that I have conducted the election in a democratic way, and even I am losing the election. So people will believe that we are conducting the elections in a proper way. That's the way how you handle the things. Thank you, Anand. Thanks for joining.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anbaran Anand again from Singapore. Anba, you can unmute Mr. Anba.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar.
Thank you.
Because many people have two different birth dates, date of birth. This is because of Kamaraj. It is called Kamaraj birth date. Why no? When Kamaraj started free school, he announced that if you have any land, 1 acre or half acre land, if you can donate for the school, we will give you salary for teachers. We will pay for the building, everything. But we should have minimum of 30 students per school. So everybody starting the school, but they don't have students. So what happened? Whoever is able to walk, able to run, they'll catch them and put their date of birth as between March to June, something like that. So they will take themselves. So many people have two date of births because of Kamaraj. Some people went to school 1 year before, 2 years before. Their actual birthday will be 2 years later. Actually, like that. I am one of the guys who was forced to taken by the neighbor to the school and admitted under Kamaraj scheme.
Very good, very good.
People are educated in the villages because they need a student. It is a drive by the government that anybody can start the school in minimum 30 students. So everybody was forced to, all poor people, all the people were forced to go to the school because midday meal scheme was there. So it was a great revolution. Because if you take 50s to 70s, anybody graduated from schooling or because of Kamaraj. That is,
100%.
from 7% to 38% is a real jump.
Yes.
Rest of things are next generation is getting the children educated is not a big problem. But the first generation graduates, still we have 10% of the first generation graduates still coming from villages.
Yes.
So from 7% first time graduate to 90% is a big step. Out of that, in that 37% is a very leap. That is the one which created the progress.
Yes.
I always respect Kamaraj, and I was with Kakan also once. He's his disciple. So it was a great. We were all able to know them, see them. That is really fortunate for us. We are all fortunate.
Yes, yes.
All the people.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Padmaraja from Saudi Arabia. Padmaraja Ramanathan. Host, you can.
Good evening, sir. Really wonderful presentation. Great, sir. Actually, I am one of the guy. I passed all the seniors now, Ilangovan, Mr. Anbalagan, and like that. The thing is, for me and all, this generation, I am little bit part of this generation people, college students. We were concentrating only on, maths, science like this. And we did not hear a lot about whatever topics which you covered. Really thankful for that. Even Kamaraj, we heard in many speeches and like this, but not in this level. Even your previous sessions, really, first of all, we got to thank you for that. Lot of eye-opening informations and managerial skills to be learned like this. Really, thank you very much. In today's session, it is too many things to be learned. Even though he is uneducated and achieving by close relations and personal touch, and without knowing English and Hindi, he is president of Indian National Congress. Unimaginable. Really great the way he developed. Thanks for all your input, sir. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Padmaraja. Mr. Tanu Ayer, again, he want to talk, please, sir. Yes, sir.
I have a very important suggestion. All these programs of great Indian legends are so wonderfully prepared by you, Dr. Kumar.
Thank you,
but
sir.
People should be allowed to digest this and also communicate to other friends of theirs. And we should hold a seminar on the same subject so that this valuable messages we have conveyed should be taken to a step further for implementation for the future. Thank you.
Think you, sir. Definitely. We will work on it, sir. We will definitely summarize with all the people. And in case if somebody is interested, we can organize for such a thing also, sir. Is there anybody else who would like to ask any questions or give your feedback or share some of your thoughts? Augustine Selvaraj, are you there? Augustine Raj. Host, can you unmute Augustine Raj?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. It's very nice information. Though we love Kamaraj, we heard many things from many people in many lectures, but this type of information is very good actually. A lot of information we heard, and we are happy that our chief minister, we also born in the same place. That's what we also very much happy on that. Thank you very much for your nice speech.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you, Augustine. And Nokia 2.2.
Yeah, hi. My name is Ganesh and I'm from Dubai.
Yes, please, sir.
Yeah, it was a nice presentation, and even though I knew a little bit about the incidents about Kamaraj. It was some more information you have given, and it was a really nice program. And you can't get a leader like Kamaraj, because you can't match, and I don't think so in near future also anyone can match and come in his place or replace him. So it was an excellent one, and some more also I want to learn more about him, and similar kind of leaders with similar kind of thoughts. And because his thought was totally towards the people, every time he was thinking about people interest and people development. So
Yes, Ganesh, what you are saying is right. Kamaraj has gone into the minds of all the people because he was always people-oriented person. Yes, thank you. Anybody else want to ask any question or share some of your thoughts? Okay. Yeah, again, Ganesh, you are not yet completed, or you are
completed. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your sharing your thoughts.
Welcome. Yeah.
Okay, I think we can wind up our session. Thank you very much for joining. Please forward the YouTube to all the people whom you know it. I want many people to learn about Kamaraj. That's the only request. Do not subscribe my YouTube channel at all. If you like that sector, that means Kamaraj, you send only the Kamaraj. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.